So we're just interrupting that because our guest is actually here. So Sheron, we're going to ask you to slide over. But what do you want to say to the Conduit listeners?
Well, I want to say it was an exciting evening. It was a pleasure for me to be here.
Thank you.
I will be back.
Yay!
Long live Meritone.
Yes, man, and the music.
Rest in peace,
and good music.
And the music and
Absolutely.
Jamaica, we're gone.
Oh,
wow, you know.
Absolutely. But she's just stepping out. She's not leaving.
I'm not
so
leaving.
we might bring her back because
yes.
It's a full house in the Conduit show this evening. Sheron, thank you.
Evening.
I'm so glad you came because my guest is here, and I'm not sure where Peter G is. But Jay, you're good. You're good. Come on in. Come and join me. Good evening. How are you doing? Oh, your hands are cold. Do you want to warm up? You want a cup of tea?
I'm good.
You're good? Okay, so this is your microphone. And we're just having a quick changeover. Okay, so I want you to talk in the mic so I can hear you. That's your headset right there. Let's see if we can... we're just checking the levels, people, because we've got a change in power. All right, so the PNP is out, and the JOP. I'm sorry, let me not say that because people might think you're a JOP.
No,
You're neutral. You're neutral. Jay, welcome to the Conduit Show.
It's my pleasure.
But you got to talk into the mic.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much. So,
the invite.
well, you know what? It's I've been meaning to do it for a while, but nothing happens before the time. So, to the Conduit listeners who are logged on and listening, and you can actually see my guest in the home studio today is none other than Mr. Jay Bankz. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening. Sure.
All right. Is it cold out there?
Nice. It's warm.
It's warm?
Yeah.
All right. So Jay Bankz first came to my attention as part of an initiative that's taking place in the Bronx. That's really the conception of Steven Souza, who's another good friend of mine, and he's initiated this event every Sunday called Sunday Serenade.
Quite so.
And it's an opportunity for artists to come and showcase their talent.
Yes, it is.
And that's how I first saw Jay Bankz, and I was actually blown away. Jay, when did you get into the music as a performer?
Well, being a performer, I think it was in...
I know he's not shy. I'm gonna keep interrupting him until he talks so that I can hear him in my mic.
In 2014, I think it was 2013 was my very first performance. Yeah, it was by a guy Blackwood Dice. You know, they had a thing. It's called Hood to Hood Celebrity Showcase.
And that was in...
And the first, it was hosted in Harlem.
Right.
You know, that was the very first time that I actually took the platform, and I had performed twice on the showcase, Hood to Hood, and I was booked to perform in Maryland. They had what they call the Summer Jam down there, DMV Summer Jam.
Right. So how did you know about this event that was taking place? And that was your first live performance?
Yeah, that was my very first live performance.
2013?
Yeah, and I think it was conducted through social media prior to say, you know, social media, and a referral by a good friend who actually saw my work on his page, and he was like, who's this guy? It was like, they mostly done work with hip-hop artists, you know, R&B, hip-hop, so I was the only reggae guy on that lineup. Yeah,
right.
So I was the only reggae guy
there
on that lineup. You know, that was my very first experience with Hood to Hood, Blackwood Dice, you know.
Wow. Okay, so the other thing that kind of intrigued me about you, Jay, looking at your bio, you've not really been in America that long.
Well,
how did you acclimatize so quickly?
Well, I should say, during my years of study, all my vacation was here. My best friend lives here in the States, so all my summer vacation would be here. So we'd actually, you know, alternate. He would come for December, I'd come for summer. So I took the longest break here.
Okay, because I'm like, for someone who's only not even been here for 10 years, you seem like a veteran, that like you were born in America. What was the biggest difference, or the hardest thing for you to acclimatize to coming to live in America?
The weather.
The weather. Really?
The weather, that's the killer right there.
Really?
Yeah, you know, when I came in I came around September, my first winter, and then it was horrible. I got sick for probably about 3 months.
Goodness. How does the weather then affect you as a performer? What steps do you take?
Now, once the weather change season, I have to draw for my natural herbs and medicine. You know, when it touches
Tell me
fall,
more.
I have to draw for the ginger, the garlic, and the honey. That's what I feed on for my tea, you know, and green tea. So that's winter medicine. So it's no milky stuff once the time gets cold, it's no milky stuff. It's very rare that I drink like coffee or hot chocolate.
You know what? I just had a cup of coffee with almond milk. Is that okay, or no milk at all?
No milk at all. You know, I prefer go green with honey or without sugar or honey. Period.
Wow. So, your performance is really dynamic. For someone who's not had a long history of performing, where do you get that confidence that you project on stage?
Well, firstly, your confidence, you have to believe in yourself. It's belief, and then you exercise
You put it into
artistry.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exercise your artistry. So, me developing my artistry was as a result more of Steven Souza, who took me under his wing more as a little brother, you know, and helped mold me and fashion me. And I listened, I take the critiques, I take the positive, the negative, and I use it to fuel my step forward.
Now, the other thing that's really unique about this artist, Jay Bankz, is that he has... did you complete your degree?
Yes, I did.
Tell us about that, because I really need to get into depth with you on that one, because I got some comments that I want to make on that one.
Well, when I started the University of Technology, I was enrolled to study.
That's in Jamaica, right?
Yeah, that's in
and it's a
Jamaica.
very prestigious college in
And,
Jamaica.
What happened was, you know, I used to make beats in high school. You know, develop the music was back from in high school. So I was like, my grandma was like, oh, academic, because I used to play soccer and she stopped me. So I was like, you know what, I gotta please her first.
Wow.
But then I gotta focus on me. So.
And this is the grandmother that was that raised you.
Yeah, she raised me. You know.
In St. Catherine.
In St. Catherine. So I went on and I pursued. She didn't even know what I was studying. I just say, I'm going up there to study engineering. She never come up there once. You know, she never come up there. Every application that filled out, everything that requires financial assistance for schooling, I had to do all the paperwork. So the level of responsibility was from them.
Wow.
Know? So the discipline and going in. So after doing college, while I was there, I actually some of my classmates, they used to do music back in high school, so we formed union with the peers. So every Thursday we couldn't wait for class to over to go, and we play instrumental rhythms, whether it's hip hop, you know, reggae roots and stuff, and we cook food and eat, and we just vibe out for hours.
Wow. So Jay, I gotta ask you this: what made you move away from your love, which I think is your first love, computer science?
It was chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering.
Yeah, chemical engineering.
To music.
Well, as I said, music was always been there. It's always been there, and it's something that has been embedded in me. You know, so, you know, growing up I used to sing, you know, whether who choose Beenie Man, who choose Bounty Killer, who choose Bojo, who choose Caperton, but we'd always sing Berries, whatever it is, but we always like sing over the artist because we love the music. You know, my aunt, she's a highly person when it comes to music. She loved it, gone to bed. So I've been to some of these cultural shows, these 90s
like Rebel
artists,
Salute.
you know, Rebel Salute and all of that. I used to go to Dembe Showground every year in Clarendon, where I would I think it's, what's his name again, you have a show down there it's a cultural night.
You're talking about Capleton?
Tony Rebel.
Tony Rebel,
Like
okay.
Vegetable, yeah.
Yes.
I remember the first time, it was, I forgot the year, when he came out the studio fresh with that song. He
Fresh
was like,
Vegetable?
I was fresh out the studio and it was like, I have something for you fans. And that was it. Love you like a fresh vegetable.
Tell me if you're tough, Tony Rebel.
Yeah, so
And
I was there, I was sleeping, you know, now let's bring me like a sheet and thing.
How important is it now that you're an artist? How important is it for you to set the right trend, knowing how much an artist influenced you?
Well, it's very important for me as an artist to set the right trend based on stuff that has impact my persona and my character as per se. If you see my music, you listen to my music, and you hear the difference, the dynamics is not like the others, you know. Not that I can't do it, but I choose. You know, I was like, you know what, my son, if he don't have to mute when he's listening to my songs.
I love that. I love that, Jay.
And when I send my songs out, they're like, oh, it's really edited. I say, yo, I write edited, so therefore I don't have to edit again. You know, so.
I'm looking. I hope you bought. Yeah, I see you bought a CD because
Yes, I
I
did.
put the track that you were promoting into my playlist,
Yeah.
and now I don't see it because I'm having real computer issues
Okay.
at the moment. Because
Yeah.
I don't know. This thing is telling me that my memory is. There's something wrong with my memory,
Okay.
and also that my license is expired. So this computer may shut down at any moment. So you know
Yeah.
what? I see you have a CD.
Yes, I do.
So let's just pop in a CD, and then you can tell me. This is from your new EP, right?
Yes, it is. Yes,
Okay,
it is.
so I mean, wow. There's so many things that we're going to talk about, Jay. Stick it in there for me, because nobody comes to the Conduit show and not work. All right, so you're going to engineer it for me.
Yeah.
So you recently had an event
Yes,
in the
I-
Bronx. Tell us about that event.
Well, that event was planned and coordinated by myself, which being the artist, being the event planner, being the studio engineer, you know, being the design engineer and everything. So for me, I was the leader. I was the head of the event itself, you know. You know, I had a team that I was working with, you know, and you know, we set steps. I made plan. I have my board. I write down this is what I need to accomplish. So I work on it. I give myself deadline, and I work to meet my deadline because everything is revolved around time. And it has been 4 years since that title, Reality Check, was put into place. When I said, you know what, I remember after I wrote the first song, and think it was like a demo version just to go out and stuff. And after writing that, I was like, I want to work on an EP.
I don't, you know, the speed at which you're progressing. Are you a driven person?
Yeah, I'm self-driven, self-motivated, you know, and success for me is mandatory.
Because also something that's really commendable is that you also now have your own record label.
Yes,
You know, let me just put up the cover of
yeah.
Jay Bankz.
It was designed by
This
me.
is his EP. What made you choose this picture, this backdrop?
Well,
And this is a new EP. I don't know if you can see. It's called Reality Check.
yeah.
And this is the back of it.
The background is
Oh.
art. You know,
Right.
You know, I'm an art lover. You know, lover of art, whether it's musical, abstract, name it. I myself possess that talent to draw. So the background was something. I'm into graffiti. When I drive around the States now,
You're looking at
when
graffiti.
I find graffiti, I take up it. I
Right.
take up it because they come in handy. Because I'm that person. You know, murals and all of that.
You're
I
into.
think-
So
yes,
you're a
I'm-
visual
Yes,
person, a very visual person.
Visual inclined. So the background was true. It complemented. The background complemented.
The colours that you're wearing?
The colors that I'm wearing, and not only that, it tells you about me, that I'm into art, into like graffiti. Graffiti is art. It's just like a
Absolutely.
different genre of art.
Absolutely.
You know?
Your
Yeah, so-
namesake from
Yeah.
England, Banksy,
Yes.
started as a graffiti artist, and now his work is worth
Yeah.
millions of dollars.
Yeah, so, you know, I choose that background. I designed it myself. You know, that picture was took at a photo shoot of one of my colleagues, and I was like, you know what, I like the picture. I like it. And when I did this like overnight,
Wow.
and when I put it on my Facebook and the guy saw it, he was astounded.
It resonates because from the New York on the cap,
Yes.
and the red, and the red, and the red, and the, I don't know why the Burberry scarf though.
Yes, the Burberry scarf was to go with my jacket at that time.
Okay.
You know. But
Okay.
you know, it's just the color complement, you know, red.
It goes
different.
together.
Yeah.
Let's listen to one of the tracks. So we've got the CD in. I'm not sure which track you want to play first of all.
Complete track 2.
Okay, track 2. All right, let me see if I can nudge this along. and hit play, and we'll take a listen.
Yeah. Track 2 is titled
The system, the system.
Is that the track?
Yeah. Gonna be alright.
We are hoping for a change.
One beat.
One day, everything's gonna be alright. Alright, alright. Everything's gonna be alright. One day, everything's gonna be alright. Alright, alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
Design with a hardship. How much she a hold it and sell down a market. And we both be a change. The ex we go market. Just go invest in a vanity with them like you just be white. And no bother with the flossing. We can't pay the mortgage. Tax can rise but they pay them not shit. Shut up. Tell the government we want change.
One day, everything's gonna be alright. Alright, alright. Everything's gonna be alright. One day, everything's gonna be alright. Alright, alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
You know see? Things on time I know the same. But me still a pretty house every day just the same. Now make no excuse or find no complaint. Hard work and dedication. Success we are gain, no need to explain. The tricks of the game, poverty they can rise everywhere just the same. Survival, that's how the game of the game. But tell me something, why are we them a betray? John.
One day, everything's gonna be alright. Alright, alright.
All right. We're not going to distress the thing because we know that the recorders are out there working overtime. So the name of that track, Jay, is
It's gonna be alright.
Gonna Be Alright. Now, how many? This is from the new EP that was launched
A week
ago. Last Sunday. Oh, it was last Saturday.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to come,
Yes.
but I wasn't feeling very well. But I hear that it actually went very, very well.
Yes,
So
it was a
congratulations.
success. It was a success, we had a good turnout, good support, family, friends, fans and supporters, well-wishers that like the energy, like the vibe, and they like just the way I'm pushing forward, my progress, my drive, my level of determination. Yeah.
I mean, as a young, when I say young, I mean someone who's fairly new to the industry. What would you say to someone who wants to follow in your footsteps or is in your footsteps?
To follow in my footsteps or to be in my footsteps, the blueprint to my destination is sleep is not an option.
You sleep when you're dead?
Yeah, there's a lot of sleep time there. So sometime I'll get maximum 7, sometime minimum 2 days. I will get probably an hour sleep in 2 days.
My goodness. So it's about a drive and a determination and a hunger.
Yeah, like this morning, yesterday I wrote a new track. You probably see it there on the Facebook. It's titled
Let me see if I can.
Yeah,
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Launch it on SoundCloud.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Will it play? Let me see if I can get it. But Reality Check is the name of the EP.
Reality Check.
How many tracks on there?
It's 6 tracks. Initially, this EP was started out with 10 track. I wrote 10 songs, and when I actually started doing my own, then I rewritten 6 different tracks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you write your own material, you
Definitely.
arrange your own material.
Arrange, compose,
So you're just a one-man phenomenon.
Yes, I am, but I believe in team player. But until I find those teammates that are at the same drive, are driven like I am, are heading towards success, I kind of believe in longevity in this music thing, then I'd sure and nice to, add them to my team.
What's your goal for your career? What do you call yourself? Are you a reggae artist, a sing-jay, a DJ?
I'm a recording artist.
You're a recording artist.
I write whichever genre that, it's just the dynamics, it's just the vibe, the energy, name it. So I could be in a hip-hop studio with Jay-Z and I hear a beat, and if my vibe is driven right there, right there and then, I do it. Because recently I went to the city when I went to do a review on the One Love track, And when I went to do that review in the song review room, I was the only reggae artist there. And my track was the only track that the guy, his name was Bob. My track was the only track that he let play out in entirety. And he turned to him and he made reference to 4 artists. He called Bob Marley, Peter Touch, and he said, I've heard a lot of songs and I'm into music. And this One Love track, I felt like I wanted to send somebody out and grab me a bottle of wine and put it on repeat.
Really? I hope you took his number and are following up with him.
We do communicate, reference. And right there, after I stepped off the podium, the hot seat, everybody was like, oh, you on SoundCloud, you on Instagram, you on YouTube. And I met a good friend to date. His name is Pudgy Fat Bastard. He's an hip-hop
That's
artist.
his name, people.
Yeah, Pudgy Fat Bastard. And on our way from the city, I stepped in the truck. Pudgy was like, yo, where you going? I was like, I'm going to the Bronx. So he saw my business card and he was like, oh, but you live in my backyard. I was like, word?
So he lives in the Bronx?
Yes. And
wow.
Pudgy was like, you know what? Come, we're riding uptown. We're riding uptown together. And when I stepped in the truck, his mate, DJ Tequan, he started playing a track that Tequan produced, but it was for Pudgy's upcoming album. And when I heard it, I couldn't help myself with my lips.
You started vibing on it?
My lip just started babbling. And Pudgy was like, he turned around and looked at me and was like, yo, what's that? He said, I thought this track was missing something, but I know what this track was missing. This track was missing a different seasoning. We need you on it. And I wrote, by the time I came to the Bronx, I've already written my 16 bars.
My goodness. You know what, people? If you are logged on and listening to the Conduit show right now, you are witnessing someone who is going to go very, very far in this industry. You can't feel the vibe that I'm feeling from this man. I'm a very vibesy person and I feel things. But let me tell you, if you're watching the Conduit show, you can say, wow, I saw Jay Bankz when he was on the Conduit show and look at him now. Because he's not flashy. He's quietly confident. And those are the ones that you have to watch out for. Because they're like this, blinkered and determined to reach their goal. Jay, I want to ask you, why is the EP called Reality Check?
Reality Check. And initially I was starting to write a track about Reality Check where I have a cousin, my first cousin, he passed on. And the track that I was writing revolves around that. And I said, this was 4 years ago. And when I started writing the new track, I was like, I never want to use anything from my past then, because when I went on my own, to a lot, I was incapable and incompetent to them. That's how they actually, perceive me. So I said, you know what, I'm going to come up with new material, create new hits. So those material, they're all written by me, but I'm going to write fresh material on the different vibe, different energy. So
right, what was that new vibe?
That new vibe was like, the new vibe was
up-tempo?
Yeah, not even much, even up-tempo. It was just, Broad was like, I'm taking it on. I'm taking on the cross and I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring it. I'm going to go hard. I'm going to work. So it's a lot of sleepless nights. So it's like I go night school. I go night school, I watch the best of the best doing what they do, mixing engineer, mastering engineer. I do my vocal training. I watch all them stuff online because it's one of the things, whatever we need is online.
I'm telling you, I always tell people there should be no idiots in the world anymore, because anything you want to know, you can find it on YouTube, or you can find it online. So what's the next? So the EP is dropped.
Yeah. What's
the reaction on the streets?
The reaction on the street, it's loved. The materials on it, it's loved. It's I say I go from one end of the spectrum to the other.
So you know what? Let's play another track. So give me another track that is completely different to the one that we just heard.
Alright, I'll play track 4.
Track 4. Yeah. Okay, so I should let you do this, right?
Yeah.
Track 4.
Yeah.
What's the name of this track, Jay?
This track is titled "We Them No Like."
We Them No Like.
No, that's "We Them No Like." I think
All right, let's play it and then we'll know what it is. All right, here we go. Another track from Reality Check.
It's Them No. Oh, I just remember it's Them No Loyal.
Them No Loyal. Ooh,
Them No
wow.
Loyal.
All right, let's take a listen. Did I press it? supposed to be playing.
That's 5.
Oh, no, it's 4. It's 4, actually. Oh, so maybe we need to edge it on, because it's not playing. So, let's see if it's this track. That's 5 now. I think 4 was not playing. Yeah, 5 is gonna play. Why is this... Okay, that's not the track, right?
No, it's track 4.
Okay, so let's stop it and go back. Okay, alright. Go back this way. Alright, see, I've got him working in the studio, people. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to hit play. Alright, so I've got him working in the Conduit Studios. I told him anybody that comes to the Conduit Studios has to work. So while we wait for the track to queue up, I mean, if it doesn't play, because sometimes CDs are a bit sensitive.
Yeah.
Do you think it's... No, I don't think it's reading it.
Probably have to stop.
Yeah.
Eject.
Oh, put it back in? Okay, so how about if I try and play this one here?
Yeah, you could try.
Can
That was freshly done.
I'm not... It's from SoundCloud, so let me see. Because I'm telling you, my computer really is on its last legs. Okay, it looks like it's queuing up. So let's see if we... if that one doesn't play, we can play this one. Where We Are Go?
Yeah.
New music from...
New music, brand new, was written yesterday.
Oh, wow.
You know,
so this is an exclusive to the Conduit show?
Well,
Maybe not.
Yeah, it's an exclusive. I did that one for the fans. Yes, you know. I told them yesterday I was going to drop something. I said I was going to drop a freestyle, but it sat down after I had, you know, I sat down to arrange it.
I really want you to talk into the mic.
So I sat down and I arranged this track. What we are gonna do? It's titled What We Are Gonna Do, and this track basically shared my political view. As you know, election just
happened in Jamaica. Yes,
the Jamaica Labour Party won,
uh-huh.
and you know I'm a neutral person when it comes to politics, but
right.
I just put some things together, nothing to blind anyone, but just some reality and facts.
All right, so let's hear this brand new music from Jay Bankz. It's called What We Are Gonna Do. Let's listen. And you can listen to this on SoundCloud. Check out his Facebook page. But let's listen to the music first of all.
Star status. Them 7 days another man is born. Yeah. Not everyone is born a leader. So we have a question. What deal we are gonna do? What deal we are gonna do? What deal we are gonna do? Tell me where we are gonna do? On Sunshine Avenue. What deal we are gonna do? What deal we are gonna do? Tell me where we are gonna do? On Sunshine Avenue, Sunshine Avenue. No prime minister, no promises. Every day we have to think positive. We'll faith. We still are facing the same crisis. Struggle tough, nothing change, but we still a live. To the government, let me ask you a question. 1 to the million, to hundreds and the thousand. Tell me where you come from. You in a depend on. What the hell we are gonna do? Tell me where we are gonna do? On Sunshine Avenue. What the hell we are gonna do? What the hell we are gonna do? Tell me where we are gonna do? On Sunshine Avenue. Sunshine Avenue. This is life. Things change. Day down. Turn a new page. See clear politics on front page. Them say them come to make a change. Things and times not change. Inflation dollar them can't tame.